come here. What's now, mate?
Come on down.
Bro, your voice sound clear.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear like a whistle, my friend.
Strepsils.
I was
Remember
living
Strepsils?
on what? Don't muck
Tunes.
around. Tunes. Don't muck around, man.
Don't muck around with them sweeties there. Bro, man used to eat them like sweets.
Yeah, I said, yeah, of course there wasn't that wrong with me. But if you had that wrong, you used to eat tunes, you get a headache, you know.
We're back. Back like a rash.
Yep.
Hold on, who
This
that?
guy,
Live TV. Who's that?
Ban him, sir.
Bro, this thing is serious. How come people always phoning us when we come live?
Anything, man, trying to involve themselves. What's wrong with these little idiots?
Anyway.
Wait, I mean, there's lock.
Bro, we got. Listen, your phone's supposed to be on silent now. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, look. Exactly. But every time we're doing something, people want to try to interrupt people's business.
What? Listen, there's only one real talking point of the week.
Yes, there is,
and it's got to be the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. fight. Or is it Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua? I'm not too sure. But I don't business. I'm saying it's Anthony Joshua. I don't care. I don't care what the poster says. It's AJ versus Ruiz. Because AJ is about to reclaim back what rightfully belongs to him, in my opinion. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear the opinions of some great guests.
Yeah, 100%. And we have to also say that the show today is being brought by our partners in the sector.
Yes,
they're partnering with everyone, you know. PIF, that is the Public Investment Fund, who are also, they've stumped up a lot of money to go bring this fight. So they brought this fight to you with also Anthony Joshua's promotions, and Matchroom and Sky are airing it for the fans that are going to be watching it over here. And the fight will be shown at, what's that? I think the fight's 8:45.
Yeah, the ring walk's 8:45
UK time. But for anyone, because there's still tickets available, and I know there's people who are still trying to go out to go watch the fight.
For
it's
the
a massive,
world, an event for Saudi. It's massive for Saudi.
Listen.
The world is watching, and for the Saudi people, I think this is the first world heavyweight title fight in Saudi.
Yes, it is. But they did try to do a famous fight, you know, because the Rumble in the Jungle versus Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, which was October 74.
Come on, Daddy. Jordan, where they? The knowledge.
Right?
The knowledge.
That fight should have been in Saudi Arabia originally.
Wow.
Because Don King was trying to sell it to a country, and like Saudi Arabia was going to buy it. But
so PIF.
Yep.
I believe
Public
tickets.
Investment Fund.
I believe I believe tickets are going to be available online.
Yep, they are.
ClashOnTheDunes.sa.
Yep.
Let me say that again. Clash. Let me get this right. Don't want to send people to the wrong website. Clash as in CLASH on the Dunes.sa. And tickets start from as little as 600 sa.
Yeah.
Not naira.
Yeah. No, sa. But sa. No, which is relatively cheap. But I'm saying this now, it's like the UNESCO, you got to check this one out, yeah?
Yes.
The arena that they built, Tris Dixon tweeted today and was saying like they've managed to put that together in something like 6 weeks.
Wow.
Right? A complete stadium.
That's crazy.
But yet, when we're looking at Texaco around the corner,
Oak Road.
On Oak Road, they're taking all 2 years to build one place. Something's going on. So listen, I think it's great. It's great for Saudi Arabia. I think especially
it's huge for the transformation of the whole country.
Of course it is. Remember, and also like prior to it, they are kind of Rumble in the Jungle-esque on this one because there's also live performances before the event.
On undercard
Yep,
as well.
they're having big banquets right now because I'm trying to ring Coogan Cassius and Johnny Nelson, those guys, and they're not answering the phone because they're at this banquet right now. They have a massive banquet out there, and it looks like this is the place to go. The UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is a historic venue, that's where it's going to be held. And go out there and jump on the website again. What's the website, Ton?
ClashOnTheDunes.sa.
Right.
ClashOnTheDunes.sa. Let's hear from Spencer, the master knowledge, Fearon. What's your opinion?
I just got to be real. I have to say like this, and I've said this, and like everybody knows Anthony Joshua and his guys listen to what I say. They may not have to take into much of it, but I know they listen to what I say because a lot of the stuff that I say, they often repeat.
Okay.
And the thing that Anthony Joshua recently repeated is like, I cannot continue to do the same things thinking I'm going to get a different result. And it was on Toe to Toe from Sky. I went on a vicious rant about Anthony Joshua, knowing that you can't continue to do the same things and think you're going to get a different result. And what evidently I have seen Anthony Joshua. Why not? And get a different result.
Yeah,
you're doing the same thing. Because you're doing the same thing. So why?
But it might just not be time yet.
Yeah, it might not be time. But you see, but then you think about it.
But you haven't thought about that though.
No, I have thought about that.
It might not be time.
Say, no. There had to be something, because if that was the case and you was doing something and it's the same thing or the same formula, you could have a mixture for a cake.
Yes.
Now I know you know. Because I know you used to be cooking.
Yes.
In the kitchen. Whipping it up, right? Yes. Now, when you know that you can have certain ingredients and you
I'm just asking a question.
Right, I know. You're playing God's advocate again, right? So there, I'm saying that you whip that up and you go put it in the oven and you take it out at the time and it says that you're leaving for 45 minutes. You take it out for 45 minutes, but it don't taste right.
Yes.
Something ain't right.
So that's my point. So my point is this. If you plant a seed and the seed takes 9 months to come to full term.
Yeah.
It's not that you planted the seed wrong. It just wasn't time.
Exactly.
So therefore, the point I'm making is this.
So then when you're saying wait,
Where's Jerry?
Oh, okay.
You know what where's Jerry means? Where's Jerry means humble yourself. Please, wait, let me speak. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just looking at it from a different point of view. Because to me, it's funny that when you've been doing something the same way all the time and one thing goes wrong, everyone always says, you need to change. You need to, and I like that saying. I do like that saying, what you've said. But how about doing the same thing, not changing that route, but it just wasn't time at that particular moment.
Okay, then. So if it was a time at that particular moment, you cannot build a time machine and go back in time to reverse that. Yes. So then obviously, when you do it on the second time out, you cannot do the thing exactly the same as you did before.
But why not?
Because it's a different time.
But it's a seed.
But it's a seed, but it's a different time though, isn't it?
Anyway.
And the seed.
I'm going to agree to disagree.
No, that's cool for you to disagree, but I'm telling you, cannot.
No, I just said, I'm agreeing.
Right. You cannot, I'm going to say this again to guys, listen. You cannot do the same thing.
Yes.
Right? And think you're going to get a different result. There is something that you're going to have to change. Maybe the change is a mental thing. Okay. And it's not something of a physicalities.
No, but don't you agree? Don't you agree? I mean, this is not a debate show.
No, I know it's not.
But don't you agree?
Well, it was last week, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, when me and Chris was going in. But I think we had to block that out. But
sparring is the key.
Don't you see what I'm saying? The point. I mean, think about it, Spence. I'm just saying that. You know, one could change trainers or do this, do that. But maybe if a person just showed a little patience, then what he was doing...
Okay. And if he shows patience,
yes,
he's showing a difference to who he was, and that's the change.
Not really.
I
don't believe that.
Well, I don't believe that. That's the change, son.
Okay. I'm just saying, listen, I'm sure people will have... for and against,
obviously
using that, but but anyway. So
as the great,
let's go back
as the great Howard Wilson, our former Prime Minister of our country in 1976, and the reason why this stands out to me is
this is why you're the knowledge.
Yep, it was the same year that Sugar Ray Leonard won the Olympic gold medal, and so did Michael Spinks and Leon Spinks.
Yes,
he said, "He who rejects change is the architect of decay. For the only human institution that rejects progress." Is the cemetery. So if you don't change certain things, whether it be a physical or a mental thing, you shall die.
Is that the same man who said if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
No, it's not the same man.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's always,
of course there is,
a get out clause.
Yeah, of course
there's always two ways of looking at the same coin.
Right.
Heads and tails, up, down, left, right, positive, negative. I'm just saying
that. So do you think Anthony Joshua can go and do the same thing as he did the last time out and get a different result against Andy Ruiz?
I personally believe that if it was a 3-round fight, AJ wins.
If it was a 3-round fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But the thing that stands out is the if.
No,
that is the major thing.
I'm just saying that.
And the if is that was not, because it wasn't a 3-round fight. And if it was a 3-round fight, AJ actually could have lost, because he could have won the first round.
Yes.
Ruiz could have won the second round. And the
third round.
And the third round, the third round, they both went down.
Okay.
All right. So
okay.
Then,
Interesting.
All right then.
Well, so that's why it's called The Fight Is Right.
Exactly.
Everybody's got an opinion.
Cool. That's right.
You did say that AJ's camp obviously listened to you, and they've made some changes.
I know they've made adjustments.
Right.
And AJ was the one that spoke about that. He's made adjustments. Yeah. And that's what I want to know. That I want to see adjustments in Anthony Joshua.
Yes. Is there enough time?
If he thinks that it's enough time, then it's enough time.
Of course.
It's your thinking.
Yes.
It's what you think. It's what you think. And like I keep on saying, what you think about, you bring about.
Yes.
And if he truly believes in his heart.
Yes.
And now that he's cut weight, it's going to be the lightest he's been in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Man, I'm seeing him. He's looking like a young Cassius Clay. How he looks so slim.
To me, regardless if he changes nothing, he's still going to win.
Right.
That's just how I think.
Right.
I just believe that, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I think he said that the gods were shining on Ruiz that night.
Yeah. And he explained it as well.
And he explained it. Okay, yeah. But, I just believe that it was a fight that was taken... not
with a pinch of salt kind of thing?
Not with a pinch of salt, but I just think that, it's top flight boxing, and I think that you need mental preparation more so than the physical. And I don't think that he was mentally prepared the first time round because of the short notice.
All right, so
and I believe this time
he'll be mentally prepared.
So
the first time he wasn't mentally prepared.
Well, I'm just saying. Maybe
it could have been that.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't mentally prepared in the sense that when you're preparing for a top class fight, Anthony Joshua would know about this, and even going back from the Olympics, that mental aspect means a lot. And that's the only thing I can say. I can't actually say changing trainers or anything, or bringing in new trainers is actually going to do anything. I just think that this time, proper camp, proper focus, maybe doing things that he was doing from the beginning of his career.
Okay.
Maybe they've come back into it. So maybe that's what you mean when you say he's doing something different. All right. And I believe that will give him the victory.
So if Anthony Joshua allegedly wasn't focused the first time,
yes. I didn't use those words.
No, but
I just said he didn't have the preparation.
Didn't have the preparation.
Yeah.
And this time he goes into a fight believing that he's prepared, or you're believing that he's prepared.
Yes.
Therefore lies the change.
Yes, I guess so.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the change. So we can now we can agree to agree, right?
Yeah.
On God's advocate.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna agree anyway. I just don't like arguing.
No. Give me a break, son. No. Instant block.
Instant block.
What happened to Tom Lyons the other day? There's a kid from Raps on TV. What happened?
I had to block him. He's trying to draw me into politics. I'm not a politician. Yeah. I'm not a politician. I'm a fun-loving guy, a positive guy, and I don't entertain negativity.
Did he get instant block?
I didn't block him because I like Tom. I do like him.
Well, you did put him in his place.
I put him in his place. He's a young man. He's hungry for knowledge. He likes to, play as though he's 100 years old, and he's only a little whippersnapper, as I called him.
No, but I like the kid,
And I like him.
He's very enthusiastic. I like Tom a lot. So I don't want Tom to be upset to think like, the fight is right against him.
We're bullying him.
Yeah, we're bullying him. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear none of that, and don't bother feel depressed at Christmas right now. No. Because Tom's our guy, man.
Tom's our guy.
But
Tunde Ajayi said it. Anthony Joshua KO within 4 rounds.
Within 4 rounds.
Yes. I know you think a bit slightly
different. I do slightly think different because Anthony Joshua's guys, especially KD, I don't know if you know, David, KD in Anthony Joshua's camp, he's real. And one of the realest guys out there. He's my guy. I'll send Anthony Joshua fights all the time and harass him. I'll send him fights to watch and to study. Like with most boxers, anyone who talks to me who's inside boxing, Spencer will send me fights. Say, go watch this, go watch that. It's kind of similarities. I'll send him fights. And I think this fight could be very similar to Frank Bruno Oliver McCall. Yeah, you know, right? Yeah. Frank Bruno, Oliver McCall.
I know a little bit of knowledge.
Nah, come on. You understand. You understand. You cannot be around me and not know this thing. Yeah, that's right? True. So I'm saying maybe you should be watching that, because the weirdest thing is this, is like, we're looking at someone like Anthony Joshua, who's actually a super athlete, who could most probably go into any sport and excelled in it, because he's naturally athletically gifted. Like, you know, the average man would have certain amount of quick twitch fibers in their body. Anthony Joshua must pass that by 10 on most guys. He's just an incredible athlete. I've said on many occasions that he's not an incredible boxer. He's got through on certain things because he's just naturally athletic. I'm saying that he's not. No, I'm talking to the fundamentals. He's not no Tyson Fury.
No.
He's not no Tyson Fury, Tom.
No, but
and that's no disrespect to Anthony Joshua.
No, but he won an Olympic gold medal. You have to be a good boxer.
No.
To win an Olympic gold medal.
1 second. To the premise of what Anthony Joshua was bringing to the table, I'm saying he wasn't a fluid. He didn't have the fluidity or the how can I put it? Like the natural guile of things.
You know me, I'm a bit different from most people's thinking in boxing. And I just think that it's styles. People have different styles, and it's called boxing. It's called boxing. Yeah, he's not. His hands are not low like Tyson Fury and everything, but he's still a good boxer, still a great boxer. And I think that winning an Olympic gold medal is a great thing because it is boxing.
I'm saying with Anthony Joshua, he's incredibly talented, right? And
I don't believe in talent. I've told you that years ago.
I know you believe.
I don't believe it. Hard work, dedication, hours. Okay. Be talented and don't train, and see what happens to you.
I think you can look at my career.
Exactly. You had so-called talent, but the work that's needed to become a top-class athlete takes time, sacrifice, and a lot of damn hard work. And hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Hard enough, 100%.
But give myself a round of applause.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me give Tunde a pat on the back there. But what I'm saying is this: when I'm looking at Anthony Joshua,
yes,
I'm saying, boy, Ant, you should be watching old time fights. When I'm seeing Anthony Joshua now, I'm seeing him like properly watching fights. He's not doing it for the cameras per se, but he's just got proper fights just on all the time. Okay. Now, I say this to all fighters. I say, listen, you fight, you're meant to have boxing on all the time. I remember being a little young you watching a documentary on Ian Wright, who we got to get on the show because he's now out of the jungle, right? And
they'll kick him out of the jungle.
Yeah, he's out of the jungle now, man. Trust me.
Do you see that? You see that little meme thing?
I put it up in it.
Was it you that put it up? The Caribbean woman with it out for extra gravy. Yeah.
I put it up. Yeah. But now we gotta drop it in. Right?
That was jokes.
But I remember like I think it was BBC Sport inside Ian Wright's house, and he just had loads of videotapes all lined out. Yeah, and he just had football. On the TV. Every room you go in the house there's football on. Yes. And that's the thing, where you got something that's you're surrounded by it. Yes. It's like, so the great things that certain great players were doing, or football players, or if you just twist it now into boxing, great things that great fighters do, you'll emulate that, you'll pick that up.
Shannon Briggs said that.
Right. So, and I'm saying like, and I'm seeing Anthony Joshua do that now. And also I'm saying like, even though it seems a bit pressurizing on Anthony Joshua right now, right? It's allegedly so, right? It seems pressurizing, but that's a good thing. When I've seen Anthony Joshua a bit too loose and kick and hugging up and kissing, all that kind of foolishness, right? But now I can see that.
But that could be a game plan, though.
What? Yeah, it can be.
Well, but I don't listen.
But now it's not. Now I'm saying like I'm seeing all the build up. I'm seeing Anthony Joshua looking very, very serious, very focused, very like, right. You know what?
No, but Spence, listen. You know me, I respect your knowledge. But I'm saying like, when people say now he's looking very serious and very focused, how did he win a gold medal if he wasn't that in the first place?
He was serious and focused.
How did he? No, wait.
Go on.
How did he become a unified champion if he wasn't serious and focused in the first place? There must have been that inside of him. It's just that people have a public persona and a private persona. Yeah. And I believe in private, Anthony Joshua is very, very serious.
No, 100%. But now more so, it's like the public persona that He'd be that salesman to sell brand AJ. Now he's like, I don't really care about this brand AJ. I care about getting my titles back.
Yeah,
and because of that, exactly, and because of that, I'm saying, yeah, this is the killer that I want to see. This is the guy that I want to see. This I want to see that guy. You know what I mean? He's playing it a little bit like, yeah, but no, on the reels, look in his eyes. You can see in his eyes that he wants it. So I do revert back to think that he wants it, but I do think also that Andy Ruiz proved in the last fight that he's got a very good chin. Right? Trust me. When he got hit down with the uppercut,
I was watching some highlights.
Guy's got a chin, you know.
He's a good fighter.
Right, he's a good fighter. He knows how to gauge distance very well. Like, you'll throw shots and he'll know, okay, you're throwing at me, I'm going to throw back at you. But he's not swinging them in. He throws correct shots back at you. Okay.
Right? Spencer Fearon.
Yep.
Who wins the fight Saturday night?
Andy Joshua on points, and it's going to be a hard one as well because he's going to get pushed in the middle rounds. I think he's going to have to bite down on his gum shield, administer that jab, and I got Anthony Joshua on points. That's how I see this fight. Something like 116, 112 for Anthony Joshua, and enough of a fight that Ruiz will put up that there will be a rematch, and I don't know where they're going to have it, but I think they could go back to Saudi. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua is going to earn even more money. But I think that both men should be commended for how they've sold this fight, how they've gone onto a foreign soil and built up a fight, and they brought a fan base out there as well. And I think that's what I'm looking for. But I would really like to see, because you got Dillian Whyte on the undercard, you got Povetkin on the undercard.
That's a fight that's gone under the radar.
Yeah, on the radar.
Povetkin against Michael Hunter.
Yeah, listen, Michael Hunter can fight.
Brilliant. Well, we was in the gym with him. I know that for certain.
Michael Hunter can fight. And at the time when he was down at cruiserweight and he flew Usyk, we knew them times he weren't training.
Yeah, of course not.
Right? So we're seeing Michael Hunter now. Michael Hunter from the States. You know what? That has gone underneath the radar. And in this fight, I'm going for Michael Hunter I've got Michael Hunter points.
Michael Hunter points.
Yeah, I got him on points.
So we got AJ points, Hunter points, Dillian Whyte.
Dillian Whyte versus Marius Wack. I think Dillian Whyte could stop Wack. I don't think he could do him in about 7 or 8 rounds, especially because Wack's a very tall human being. Throw that jab down to the body. Dylan's likes that snappy jab to the body, that snappy jab, and he could bolo over that right hand and risk it, because usually he's boloing over that right hand and he falls short with it, like he tried it a couple of times with Derek Chisora. He tried the overhand right quite a few times with Ruiz, but Ruiz could figure it out because there were shorter guys. But when you're bolo, you're an excellent trainer. When you're boloing over on tall guys, if you don't hit their chin, you hit their chest.
Yes.
Right? And you hit their chest, you especially if it's coming down in an awkward style, you're gonna hit the solar plexus. That wearies you because you got no defense mechanism against that. So I see Dillian Whyte throwing that overhand right, and if he's clever, he's going to come out with a left hook, which he loves to administer. And I see him 7 or 8 rounds for Dillian Whyte, and hopefully in the new year, Dillian Whyte can get a world title shot.
Amen.
Yep.
Spencer Fearon, yours truly.
Yeah, man. Plum pleasing pleasure. And last time, let's shout out, because the show today has come from public investment funds, the people who are putting on the big show out in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Again, tickets available. Clash on the Dunes.sa.
Right. Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. It's as plain and simple as that. And let me tell you the next thing, before we're going to end the show, right? We got guys who were, like I said, who were like laughing at the demise of Anthony Joshua, because sometimes people seem to not feel happy at other people's success. I'm trying to say, if we're all connected, be happy by somebody else's success, and then yours is just around the corner.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Simple as that. Come on, AJ. Bring them belts back home.
Yes, sir. It's been fantastic. Join us next week. It sounds like a TV show, doesn't it?
It is a TV show. You see the views?
The Fight is Right.
Come on down.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Stamina for Sale YouTube channel.